Sailing, sailing over the ocean, sailing, sailing over the sea, sailing, sailing over the water, sail back home to me. Good morning, everyone. It's me and Kanga, or Kanga and I, here today for our family Goose Teaser number 7. Welcome back. I'm greeting you from Dja Dja Wurrung country, and I just wanted to start our little session today, as I would normally in my group, with a song to call everyone to come and join us and gather together. Great little song, and if your child or children particularly love it, great little song that you can speed up, slow down, sing quietly, sing loud, and we often do that in the group. We'll pick a few favourites, and this is often one of them. And depending on whether we want to use it to get energetic or to calm down or to even maybe lull a child off who's maybe needing to go to sleep and fighting it. So that's a great little song, and that's why I repeat it today. This will be our last session for 2020. We will be back in the new year, so you won't see us next week, but you'll see us back in the new year. We might make a few changes to the program by then, but we still don't have a clear picture of what this will look like in 2021 because we still have lots of restrictions and requirements to get around. So we will be back. Not 100% sure what that looks like, but you will see us again, at least online in digital land. I am still available over that period, so if something comes up and you'd like to make contact with me, feel free. Today I am actually going to teach you one new song, and then I'm going to introduce you to a story, which can be a rather long story, but I thought for those of you out there who have children that are maybe toddlers and preschoolers, this is a great fun story to get everybody involved in the storytelling process. So that is one I really wanted to share with you for the end of the year. Maybe if you're travelling somewhere in the car or just needing something that can help fill the time and be a bit creative and get everyone involved. It's a great story. So that story is called Herman the Worm, but we'll do that at the end. The first one that I'm going to do is a version of the song I taught maybe back in session 3, I think, which is a version of One Little Fish. The original version we sing about colours and numbers. I think we counted up to 3 when we did it. But this one I've just changed so that we get to sing about an Australian animal, and I thought coming into Christmas it will be a really lovely time to use this song to celebrate our land and our country as we come into the summer holidays and our summer solstice, which I think happens on the 23rd of December, so our longest daylight of the year, and then that daylight will start to go down a bit, which I think lots of parents really like when the daylight hours get a little less and the nighttime hours get a little longer. But so I'll sing this. I'll sing up to 3. So by the time I've got to version 3, you'll have a sense of what it is. But we just actually repeat the same animal over and over again, and that is one little platypus. So you can sing one little platypus or one brown platypus. So you could change this to a colour song as well if you wanted to. But today I'll just sing little brown platypus, and we'll just go up in our numbers. So we will just do the platypus with our hand like that. And then use our fingers to count. So here we go. One little platypus swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. One little platypus swimming in the water, bubble, 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 bubble. Two little platypus swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. Two little platypus swimming in the water, bubble, 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 bubble. Three little platypus swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. Three little platypus swimming in the water, bubble, 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 bubble. There you go. So that's our platypus version of that song. As you will have realised, I did one little platypus, two little platypus, three little platypus. So if your children are a bit older, you can just change the animals. Instead of saying little, you can change it to colour. So you could have one green platypus, one brown platypus, one rainbow platypus. Often it's really great in our group to get the children to contribute, and we will often pick the colours before we start, and then the adults will try and remember them and sing them. And children really love being able to contribute to creating a song or a story, and that's a really great way to get them involved. And even if they're not verbal, as they're starting to identify colours, you can get them to point or pick different colours. So yeah, that's a new little song that I've just created. And I encourage you to, let the kids, as they get older, contribute and make it up with you. And even if the word is too long or too short, you just say it a bit longer or shorten it up. But the platypus one fitted very nicely in that song. Now, the next one that I am going to do today is a story that we have told for a long time in our group called Herman the Worm. And Herman the Worm, we've slightly changed it because there were a couple of things in there. There was some chewing some bubble gum in there that was creating some issues for some parents. And so we changed it, one to a healthy one and one that wasn't ending up in children popping things in their mouth pretending to do bubble gum. So we've changed it to Herman the Worm. And he gets to eat a whole lot of different things on there while we're sitting on a fence post, chewing on watermelon and playing with our yo-yo. So this is a story about a worm that gets bigger and bigger and bigger until at the end he gets smaller. So yeah, I will do it with you. I will maybe do 3 or 4 versions. I'll just make up some things. But the idea is, if your children can contribute or other members in your family can contribute, you can just keep making up sillier and sillier or funnier or interesting things that Herman keeps eating as he gets bigger and bigger. And if you want to change Herman's name to another name, go for it. We've changed it to different names in the group as well, just so we can be a bit more inclusive of different genders and not always having a boy's name or a girl's name or different things like that. So it goes like this. Sitting on the fence post, chewing my watermelon, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what's happened? Because we all know that a worm is normally only this big. And he said, I ate 3 whole apples. Herman, how could you do that? Oh, my goodness. Sitting on the fence, pursuing my watermelon, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm. And he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, I ate 4 whole pizzas. Oh my goodness, Herman, how could you do that? What a very big worm. Sitting on the fence, pursuing my watermelon, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm. And he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? And Herman said, I ate 26 bananas. Oh my goodness, Herman, how could you manage to eat 26 bananas? Sitting on my fence post, chewing my watermelon, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the worm. And he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? You are huge. And he said, I ate 61 pavlovas. Did you hear that, Kanga? He ate 61 pavlovas. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do, Herman? Sitting on the fence post, chewing my watermelon, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the worm. And he was this big, just the size a worm should be. And I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, I burped. Goodness me, Herman must have had a lot of gas in his tummy from all that food. He did a big burp and turned from a very, very big bloated worm into the size a worm should be. So anyway, that's a silly little story that we tell with our kids, and we often get parents to contribute to that. So we'll go around and say, and then Herman ate, and we get people to make contributions, and the kids just make fantastic contributions, and that is a story that can just go on and on and on and on. And the little ones that aren't verbal either enjoy it. They love the sounds and the movement and the rhythm. So we sort of go from song to oral storytelling, and we do lots of great sounds with our mouths and movements with our yo-yo. So yeah, I really hope that you like Herman the Worm. It is just a great story for adding on to, but if you just get the basics and then have a bit of a play with it, it can be lots and lots of fun and a great little story for being on the road or filling in some time, as can often happen during this time. So Kanga and I hope you've enjoyed our 2 new editions today. Herman the Worm is obviously a long one, so we didn't want to go too long for the day. We wish you all a great summer holiday, whatever celebrations you have or whatever coming together you have, or even if you just spend a quiet one on your own. We wish you well. We wish all the critters out there well during this time as well. It's nice to see such a rainy summer this year, and we will see you in 2021. Bye and take care all. See you soon.